I'm just gonna like chop into them. It's just not gonna happen. Welcome to the start of spooky season. I decided that I am starting my Halloween projects, which there's really not a differentiation between my costumes I normally make for Halloween or for life and then for Halloween, but we're gonna pretend there is, and I'm gonna try to do something more Halloween-y, and that starts with Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas. I really like this movie, and I never thought to do Sally's dress until 3 days ago, and I wanted to do a project with fabric I have, and I was like, oh, a patchwork dress would be cool, and hers is patchwork. So I've been going through all of my fabric, trying to piece together her dress, and we have a lot of pieces done, but I'm definitely gonna have to go out to Goodwill to find some supplemental fabric. But this is gonna be a very different project for me. I never do anything like this really, and it's gonna be fun because I can kind of be a little messy with it. So I'm gonna show you the fabric I have pieced together and tell you about my game plan, and then we'll go shopping. Alrighty guys, so this is my issue with Sally's dress. Not Sally's dress really, I'm taking you in my closet, but all of the iterations I've seen online. All of the iterations of it I've seen online and like costumes you can buy, they all go for this really, I'm not gonna say cheesy, but it's a very bright, colorful thing. I don't know where this came from. Even the Halloween or even the costume at Disneyland does this. It uses bright teal, bright fuchsia purple, and like bright yellow. But if you watch the actual movie, it's very muted. You can barely even tell what color each piece is because it's a very muted color palette. So I'm kind of taking inspiration from that as well as the brightly colored costume and doing my own thing and making it so that I have some liberty in the colors I'm using, because I don't feel like anybody really knows what color it's supposed to be anyway. Hubert did decide to go on this, but let me close the blind. It's way too bright. Okay, now you can actually see it. I've kind of pulled from stuff. I have this dress that my mom didn't want. It's like a light pink silky material. This really cute yellow cotton, this striped cotton, this satin stuff for the sleeve, the little quadrant chest area right here. I don't know what to do about that. I want to use the yellow pattern I have for that, but that's distinctively just one color, so I feel like I should only do the solid color to make it more recognizable. I feel like if I add way too many patterns, it's gonna look a little crazy. I have this old skirt that I'm gonna do for like, there's this striped thing with panels, so I have that, and I'm trying to decide what color to do the other panel. And then I have this that I'm probably gonna use somewhere. It's like a neutral, and then that's just what I'm working with right now. I have a lot going on right now. I'm gonna try dyeing something too. I found this cotton brown, but I want it to be a little dingier, so I'm using the gray and black dye I have, and I am just gonna see what happens, because she's kind of dirty and dingy anyway, so if the dye doesn't work that good, who really cares? Because there's some darker parts that I could use this for. So I'm gonna go dye this really quick in my sink. I have not filmed myself making this pattern, but it draped this really simple dress onto my dress form. This is what it looks like. The fit's not perfect, but the best part about this dress is that it does not have to be perfect. So that's great. And now my game plan is that I'm gonna just trace the pattern pieces of her dress onto it and then cut it, and that's all. And then we'll have a pattern. Very, very easy. Alright, I kind of took some liberties with the patterning of this because it's really hard to figure out exactly what the patterning is. So I'm kind of just rolling with it. The front is the most distinguishable, the back, The back, I kind of just made my own. I tried to follow the best I could. So now I'm actually gonna take a different color marker and trace over the lines I want, because I did a few lines that I don't want. Then we're gonna cut it apart. And the most important part for this dress, I think, is gonna be we have to be very precise with our seam allowances, because everything has to match up perfectly for it to be patchwork and not look odd, you know? Now I think I remember I had said that for the top part that was yellow, I just wanted a solid yellow. And so I went to Hobby Lobby to get some fabric, and the only solid they had was $11 a yard. And I went, but the printed was only $6 a yard, and I like to save money. And this one, it's like a very subtle print, so I think that it would be okay. So I just got this, and from far away, you're barely even gonna tell it's a print anyway. I'm just not gonna pay double for a solid color. It's just not gonna happen. Just about to sew on the pink chest piece, and then I remembered, or I realized, that it has the swirls on it. I'm just gonna use this. It's a dry erase. I don't have anything else. I might find a different marker and I'm just gonna draw them on. I don't have fabric markers, but like a Sharpie would work. Camera's about to die, so I'm gonna do this fast. I just finished the front, now I'm working on the back. I'm gonna do the same process. I'm gonna let it charge, and I'll try to meet up with you soon. I have been doing this for 5 hours about, and I just finished the initial patchworking, and I think I'm gonna call it good for today. But it looks amazing, you guys. Look at this. It was so laborious to do all of these pieces. The back I really did play around with because it was impossible to find good reference pictures, but I love it, and I love that since I used a bunch of fabric that I had, like, it's different textures and fabrics, and it's really cool, and it's still nowhere near finished. The key, I think, to getting it to look like this and looking pretty good is that every seam I would sew iron one piece at a time, and I did it from the bottom up. So I'm very proud of how it turned out. I think it looks really good, and now it needs the actual like detailing, because this is just the main stuff. That's not for right now because I'm really tired of it. Long time no see. I had to take like a long time off of this project because I was invited to the Tron movie premiere in a week by Disney, and I had to make a red carpet dress really quickly, and you're probably gonna see this video before that video because I'm going over there to California next week, the day after my birthday. So you're gonna see this first, I think, but I had to stop it, put a halt, and make a red carpet dress, which I'm really excited to share with you guys. And I was practicing, like, doing a hair trial today with a high pony and extensions, and it turned out pretty good. It's hard to get you to not see the extensions, but I think it looks good. And I never do a slick back, but I've been trying to get more confident in my face. So anyway, I don't even remember where I left off. Oh my gosh, it's spinning me around. I don't remember where I left off, but I have all these pieces separate, and I have been taking embroidery floss and going on all of the seam lines, and I only have a few more seams to go, like right here. And then once those are done, I can start sewing this together. I need to cut out a lining as well. I have so much to do this week. I'm like so frazzled with everything going on. So I'm going to, right now, I think, finish stitching up the rest of the seams. Alrighty, here's what's up. I totally didn't film it. I did make a TikTok, so maybe I'll like put the TikTok up to show you. But the dress was very clean, as you have seen. Actually, I don't remember the last thing that I showed. The dress, it was just clean, you know? And I posted something asking, how should I make this dingy, or I feel like it's too fresh? And I got some comments that I could dye it with coffee. Why am I so far away? So that's what I did, and it definitely worked. It is way dingier now. I don't know how big of a difference you can tell because I genuinely don't remember what I filmed last, but it totally made almost all of the fabrics, all of like the cotton based ones, but even like this polyester, it just made it way dingier. And actually I accidentally stained it. I think one of these colors like stained because now it's like all purple, but it kind of adds to the effect. So lovely. I also did add a zipper. Sorry to go out without showing you guys, but I've been so busy. And my birthday's tomorrow. I'm turning 23. That's really weird. Okay. Anyway, so this is like 90% done. I'm gonna finish it today. What we're gonna do is distress these sleeves. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet. I think I'm just gonna like chop into them and then pull them apart and then do the same on the hem. And then it'll be done. And it smells like coffee now, which hopefully if somebody purchases this, that's not an issue because it does smell like coffee. But yeah, we're gonna just distress the rest of this, I suppose.